Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are taking a look at the Jane Carter Solution Leave-In Styling Smoother as a refresher. If you want to see a full-on demo get ready with me, it was a first impressions excitement video all rolled into one. I received my Jane Carter Solution products from the mail that day, and I wanted to share with you guys what I purchased, how they worked. Some of them were replenishment items, some of them were new, and that's why I filmed that video. I'll link it above and down below. If you haven't already, please subscribe, just click down below, push that notification bell, and let's get started. I just woke up like this. Usual problems to address. The sides are very frizzy and just strung out. My back as well. I was excited to try this as a refresher because in my original video I described it to be a lighter version of her curl defining cream in terms of scent, in terms of texture. It reminded me of that formula, and I figured, wow, maybe it'll be great as a refresher. Not so much defining, not so much texture like the curl defining cream, but light enough to still give that definition but moisture as well, which is what I'm looking for. Also here to join the party is her Restore Moisture Mist Spray. I'll spritz some of this in and we'll finish it off with her Hair Nourishing Cream, which is a favorite of mine that I purchased during her Cyber Monday sale. This is just plain water, but again, I always refill this bottle because I love the spray design. I feel it's very easy to saturate the hair in this way with this mist. And just easier for your hands too, to press in instead of down on another type of nozzle situation, so we like that. And I try to feel out the shape I want my hair to be in. This portion weighs down, and then the back here gets a little tricky because the crown of my head becomes very frizzy and tight, but I just want it to be wet enough so I could put some leave in there, just enough to hydrate, maybe not so much to define. But if you could just take a look. First of all, I'm sorry for not mentioning, I applied the curl defining cream on, what day did I apply that on? Tuesday. Today is Friday. Wait, no, Wednesday. I applied it freshly on Wednesday. Did a very light refreshing yesterday, barely anything, spritz in some Restore, put it up in my pony poof. Then today is second day, but just so you see, I really love the curl defining cream because the way it still keeps my hair kind of defined, but not, it doesn't feel rough, it doesn't feel textured, it still feels moisturized, which is very hard to find with a lot of products that don't build up on your hair, that don't turn flaky on your hair. And I think that's another reason why I love that formula so much, because yes, it performs well on the day of when you apply it, but days after, it keeps my hair hydrated and defined without the product buildup. It feels really good and silky! Now that we spritzed the majority of water in, now going in with our Restore. This is a leave-in conditioner, but it has shea butter in it. Her other spray formulas have more like glycerin and botanical extracts. This has a little more moisture involved because of the shea butter. Unfortunately, I was unable to open the pump. I run into trouble with some of her products concerning the pump design and it not working. It will be a lot easier to apply, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm gonna take some, just so you take a look at the texture. It's very milky in consistency, but again, a much lighter version of the curl defining cream. I love how it smells. It's not overpowering. I'm gonna start raking that through, mainly on the portions that are strung out and super frizzy with zero definition. And that's the size of my hair, the undersides here on the bottom, and I just take the rest through like so. But look how quickly that defined my hair without feeling heavy or super thick. It's a really nice formula. I'm looking forward to finding out how it dries to make sure it doesn't dry flaky, it doesn't dry with a gray cast on my hair, because usually, depending on the formula, it can do that when I'm layering product. but I think it was helpful that yesterday I didn't go in with a heavy refreshing step. I smoothed this through, but I didn't rake it through in specific portions of my hair, and I think that's why it doesn't feel very heavy today. I'll do this again tomorrow, and I'll type in an update down below in the description box just so you can know how it layers, if it still feels heavy, and all that good stuff. I like to concentrate on these suckers here, just get those to twirl and stay. Try to pay close attention to these. And again, I'm not so concerned with the bigger portions of my hair. I just want them to get a little hydration so they're not dry. And I'm not too worried about them being super defined, but I do want those portions to be fluffy and not just frizzy, but still have a little more hydration involved. Here's a close-up of the portions that I applied mostly with finger raking, and you see that it defined it pretty well. It brings a nice spring to my curl pattern. Very easy to apply, very smooth and silky, super at detangling, and it's a really nice product, I think, as a refresher right now in the application step. Let this dry a little more, see how it looks, see how it feels, and I'll be right back. Alright, I dried a little bit with my diffuser to help it along because I really wanted to see how it dried shape-wise. I love how it looks. It's not as down as other products have left my hair with a bit of more elongation, but I'm not mad at it because usually on second, third days after my wash and goes, I still want my hair a little fluffy, more out, definitely taking on more of a fro shape than it does on the first wash and go day. I'm particularly pleased with how shiny my hair is, how soft it feels. It doesn't feel heavy. The product doesn't feel heavy on my hands. It doesn't feel heavy on my hair. Oh, what else? I think it's all due to the curl defining cream and how well it sets my hair up for days after. I think it's a phenomenal product for defining, for moisture, nourishing, but also to not leave the hair feeling heavy with product buildup. And I like how it breaks down. I'm not sure if it breaks down actually, but when you wet your hair, it reactivates the product, and it's not just sitting on your hair. It still works with it, still defines it, still moisturizes it, and no matter what you apply after, it will still work. And I'm not sure if it's because I'm staying within the Jane Carter Solution family today. If I were to apply, let's say, the main choices Halo Softening Milk, if it will have the same effect. That's probably a reason why it's working well. Perhaps one day I will mix products up to see how it goes, and I'll come on here so we can decide if it was a good idea or a really bad one. Of course, we gotta finish it off with my favorite hair nourishing cream. This stuff smells so good. The texture is sublime. Just similar texture to the leave-in, but the scent is so fresh and invigorating. I love applying this for my daily routine or during my daily routine because it just kind of gets me ready for the day. Just that type of fragrance. And it's wet in texture. If you're not a fan of it being a little wet for your daily conditioner, perhaps something that's more balmy, doesn't have as much moisture, because of that, it's going to affect how your hair dries just a little bit. I don't think so though. Even though it's wet, it's not so wet it's going to make your hair frizzy or make it more poofy from what I've experienced. So I'm okay with that. Another thing I'm going to show you, I know we just styled my hair down, but I love to put it up. Another reason why I love the curl defining cream is how it makes my poof look. It will sound very strange describing this. I don't like the word stiff because it has a negative connotation, and why would you want stiff hair? But because of the texture, it leaves my hair not as floppy, because the longer strands that sit on top, if I were to apply a gel or a more concentrated formula that elongates and adds weight to the hair, especially if that's how you want your hair to look down and out. It will add that weight, it will look longer. I get it. But because I wear my hair up so often, I want the product just to give my hair a little bit of structure. So when I do put it up, it stays up and my poof has a really nice upward shape, like a crown. My hair's not dropping. It's in a really nice silhouette. And that's another reason why I love using the curl defining cream, because when even on days where I'm not going to do the full-on hair down look, I know when I put it up, my poof is going to look phenomenal. So there you have it, friends. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any of these products, let me know how you love them, how you don't like them, if you're feeling so about them, how you use them, during what step of your wash and goes, your refreshers, double strand twists, what have you. I hope this video helped. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And until then, I'll see you on here again with another product review, chit chat, or demo. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.